Abdul Rahim was shot by an American contractor on what has been described as one of the darkest days of US involvement in Iraq.
I was on a bus when the shooting started. Heavy fire came towards us. I felt the first bullet hit my leg as I scrambled off. I kept running towards the bus station, then I got hit again. When I stopped, I was hit a third time. I felt like the bones in my leg had exploded. I fell down and started to crawl. There was utter chaos. People were terrified, trying to save themselves.
This video was filmed after the attack. 14 Iraqis, including 2 children, were killed and at least 20 others injured when a heavily armed convoy of contractors with the American security company Blackwater opened fire at a busy intersection in the capital, Baghdad. The company, set up by a former US Navy SEAL in the late 1990s, sent hundreds of former soldiers to Iraq in the aftermath of the 2003 US-led invasion. Blackwater was paid hundreds of millions of dollars by the US State Department to protect visiting dignitaries. The company said its men started shooting during the 2007 incident in Baghdad in self-defense. But that was eventually proven not to be the case in a US court of law.
For years, many Iraqis saw the events that unfolded here on this sort of square on September the 16th, 2007, as an example of how America thought that it could do what it wanted in Iraq and never be called to account. So they were relieved in 2014 when a US federal court sentenced 4 Blackwater employees to lengthy jail terms, including 1 life sentence. The pardoning of those 4 men by President Trump, for the victims at least, means that justice has still not been done.
Baghdad-based lawyer Hassan Jaber and his son suffered multiple gunshot wounds as they crouched in their car. Both miraculously survived.
When I heard about Trump's decision, I was shocked and disappointed. We are the victims and those men are the murderers. I thought the U.S. justice system was independent, but it seems justice is affected by U.S. politics. Trump's decision is another example of his failures in his policy towards Arabs and the Middle East.
Abdul Rahim shares those thoughts. He flicks through old pictures of himself in hospital after operations to save his leg.
Those men that shot me don't represent America. Trump doesn't represent all American people either. He represents and acts for himself.
One Iraqi's assessment of the US and its leadership from a man whose life was changed forever 13 years ago.